Hey everyone, Scottish Warrior 92 here, and then welcome to another game characters. In this video I'm going to be discussing some characters from Mass Effect 2. You've requested it, you always the clan were asking for me instead of doing the characters from Mass Effect 1, I will be doing them a little later. Why not get the characters from Mass Effect 2 out of the way, since it will make the short video a little shorter. I do apologise for the sound of my voice, my nose is still blocked from this cold, but it's not enough Scottish stop making videos. Oh, excuse me, so I apologise for doing that in the video. So in this one I'm going to be doing two characters. I'm going to be doing Samara and Mordin from Mass Effect 2. I'm going to be discussing Samara first and then I'll do Mordin next, and hopefully it shouldn't take too long because they are only in one game. But I'm going to talk about what my impressions were of them in the first game, Mass Effect 2, and then what I think they'll be like in Mass Effect 3. And possibly the future, we don't know yet. So let's get started with Samara. Samara is an Asari Justicar. Basically why I end up calling her is the Asari Samurai because they have a code of honor that is basically black and white. They have a code. Their code basically tells them what they should do in almost every single eventuality, and it's black and white. If you harm an innocent, you die, basically speaking there, and adds a lot to her character. A little trivia for everyone out there: Samara, her name is actually translated from Hebrew and Arabic, actually means guardian. So an appropriate name for a Justicar. But my initial impression of Samara when we first see her on Ilium is that she has a very strict code. She's bound by it, by basically death. Basically, that's all I can really say about it. Is that the first time you see her, she basically kills an unarmed enemy in cold blood. But that enemy was trying to kill her, so I see her point. And she's looking for an adult Yakshi, and of course, spoiler alert if you've not completed Mass Effect 2, she's actually looking for her daughter. And I'm going to go into this first because I think this is the really interesting. In fact, I won't go into that just now. I'm going to go into my initial impressions of her first, the whole game, and then I'm going to talk about her children a wee bit. Firstly, she's an amazing character. She's got this like. You know she's seen a lot of shit, basically. She's nearly 1,000 years old, and she has seen the universe, and she's seen a lot of stuff. She's seen the Geth Wars, the Krogan Rebellions, the Rachni Wars. She's seen the rise of the humans. She's seen everything that you could possibly see. She's done almost everything as well. She has been a Justicar for 400 years, so I'm thinking that she's probably one of the longest running Justicars. And she's got this aura of experience and leadership about her. Like, if she needs to lead, she will lead, which I got off of her. I don't know if anyone else got that off her, but that's what I got. And that's what really drew me to her character. It's really, you could see that she had seen a lot of stuff. She was a natural. She also she could lead people, and but at the same time, you could see the tragedy in her eyes as well when she talked about her latest one, which is hunting down her own daughter and killing her. You could see the pain that she's going through, but she knows she has to do it because it's part of her code. It's part of the Justicar code, and her daughter has to die, basically. And this is what really interested me about this character, is that Samara is a pure-blood Asari, meaning that she is... is she a pure-blood? I think she's a pure-blood, but if I'm wrong, you're more than welcome to correct me. Meaning that she is the parent of both two Asaris, which is no problem to me personally. But she has 3 children, and all 3 of her children are adult Yakshis. Basically, adult Yakshis are a genetic mutation in the Asari physiology that basically causes them, when they mate with individuals, to basically kill the individuals. You basically orgasm yourself to death. I know it's a little more complicated than that, but overall that's basically one hell of a death though. But in overall, it's kind of a joke there, but overall she basically overloads the adult Yakshis, overload their mate's nervous system, meaning that they basically fry their brains like an egg. And they are sterile as well, meaning they can't have children. So yeah, And the thing is with the Arctic Yorkshire is every time they do this, they mate, they get stronger and they feel they need to do it more. It's like a drug addiction for them. And so Samara has no choice but to kill her daughter, or her daughter will keep on doing it. And her daughter, she's hunted down as Mordin. Her other two daughters are also Arctic Yorkshire, but they chose a life of isolation. If a Asari is diagnosed as an Arctic Yorkshire, which is never found out until puberty, or when they start getting to that phase where they start getting a little kinky, they have two choices: death or isolation, which they will live comfortable lives. Their lives will be peaceful, normal, non-exciting, but they will be completely isolated from everyone. And two of her daughters chose that lifestyle, while Mordin, her smartest and most powerful daughter, didn't. And so Samara made the choice there and then to hunt her daughter down and kill her. That would be an awkward family reunion, none to say. And when you finally do get to that point where you have to kill her daughter, it's a very well done scene. It's brilliantly done. You can see the pain in Samara's eyes and in her voice, even though she's still quite monotoned and very peaceful. And it's just like, I had to kill my daughter. It was part of the code. You can still feel the emotion that she's going through, which is brilliantly done. She feels the pain, and when you talk to her afterwards, she's basically like, thank you for helping me doing that, but it still hurts. She still hurts, and it really is brilliantly done. And I loved her character. I gotta admit, I love a lot of characters in Mass Effect. I love almost every single one but one or two. But I love that about her character. You could feel the pain that she's gone through, and it's very well done. I will have to say that right now. She's one of my one of the most interesting Asari out there. I still, if I'm going to be honest, have prefer Arya over Samara, but that's a whole nother video. But it's really interesting about her character that you feel the emotion she's going through, and there's a slight hint of possible romance with her. If you talk to her enough, flirt with her enough, eventually she will get very close to romancing you, but then she says maybe in another time, in another life, which is a very well done scene. And that kind of leads into what I think she'll be like in Mass Effect 3. I think, which this is very tricky to say, I think that one, she may possibly be a romance. It's possible to say that she might be a romance in Mass Effect 3. It's difficult to say, but I do believe that she may possibly be a romance. But what kind of role will she have in Mass Effect 3? It's fairly obvious what I think she'll have. This is my opinion. If you let me know what you think. I think that she will be a major influence in helping you to get the Asari on your side. Even though, if I have to say, the Asari council member is probably going to be the easiest to convince that that the Reapers are a major threat to everyone. I'm thinking you're going to need someone of great stature there, and even though the Asari Justicars are very well respected amongst Asari, they are also greatly feared. So I'm thinking that Samara's role as a Justicar will play big time into maybe respect and fear in the Asari's diplomats. Maybe you'll be able to use her to get more influence and all that. Oh, excuse me. That's kind of what I'm thinking, that she'll be sort of like the Asari general or something that has your back and basically will vouch for you, and with that she will have a major impact into the game and possibly be a major role with the Asari, which I think she will be. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I'm getting from her. That's why I think she'll be a leader in the Asari fight against the Reapers, which should be very interesting. I can't wait to see what they do with that. That all depends if you chose Samara over Mordin, though. So that's my initial impressions of Samara. That's what I think that's what I got from her. That's what I think she'll be like in Mass Effect 3. And overall, her character, to me, has that leader status. She's strong, she's independent, she can kick your fucking ass and kill you as soon as she wants, but at the same time she still has that sorrow about her. You can see the pain that she goes through. Even though it's very subtly hinted at, you can see the pain that she's gone through, which is tremendous. Very well done with that character, in my opinion. So let's move on to Mordin Solus now in part 2. So I'll be back in a moment. Yeah.